Welcome back. Welcome back. So today's video is inspired by things I need to get rid of. So I wanted to do another budget dinner. I wanted to stay under $5. This one came in at $4 and change, actually. But I wanted to use up some things I had in my house and still do a budget video. So what I did was I figured out what I wanted to do. I went to the store, I bought what I had to buy, and I'm going to use what I have here. However, I'm not going to use what I have here and then not charge myself for it. If I have it here, I'm going to charge myself for the price it is the day I'm recording it. Not when I got it on sale, the day I record. So this is a pretty good one. It's going to use up a lot of those barbecue leftover things. So I think this is going to be great. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go. Let's heat up those pots. Come on. All right, there's the haul. Let me just tell you, I have some Daya over here, dairy-free macaroni and cheese for Eric. That is not included in the cost of the food. What I do is I make the food, and then when I'm done, I'll take out his portion out of ours so that it's accounted for him, so you can see how far it actually goes. So I got a thing of hot dogs here. I got some hot dogs. I had those from the weekend, but I would have gotten the bar S's because they're on sale for $1. Also, you could use kielbasa. It wouldn't fit in the budget for me, but kielbasa works beautifully in this. I got 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. I can't believe there's 2 different prices on the macaroni and cheese now. The baked beans, we've been going to barbecues and then we had our own thing here. We have beans left over, so I didn't dare buy more beans. I just measured out what would be 28 ounces. The barbecue sauce, it's a staple in my house, but not everybody's houses. And if you don't have it, you can make it with ketchup and brown sugar and Worcestershire sauce. I've done it a bunch of times. Or you can go into the drawer that we all have and open up some that you have left over. You only need 1/4 cup, 4 tablespoons. There's plenty there. I even have more in the drawer. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water boiling for the mac and cheese. Got to salt the water like the ocean. Have you ever got the ocean water in your mouth? I have. Extremely salty and gross. So I put a good amount of salt in there. We're going to get that to a boil. We're going to just cook the pasta like you normally would, with one exception. Slightly undercook it because it's going to go in the oven for just a few minutes. All right, I'm not using extra hot dogs for Eric. I'm only using the extra macaroni and cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into like little ringlets. Truly, if I was going to do this not on a shoestring budget, I would use the kielbasa because it gives it a bit of a bite. The size that I'm going to cut them and why I decided is I want to get something in every bite, but I don't want it so thin that it just disappears, but not so big that I have a big chew in my mouth, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm just going to cut these up, get the ends off real quick, and we're probably going to cook them, cut them, like that. Let's see if I can measure it with my finger. No, it's not going to tell you. It's really tiny. Can you see that? That's what I'm doing. So what I do is I try and keep some on the hot dog. I try to keep some on the knife. And then the next one, they're about the same. So that's what we're going to do. All right, here's the last hot dog. We're going to move it on over to the frying pan. All right, let me open up my boxes of macaroni and cheese. Well, that just happened. And I don't have another box. Let me figure out what we're going to do. This is the reason I can't just pick it up, even though I wash my floors regularly. Yeah, no, we're not eating that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I can't believe I dropped everything. is I just measured it out. I just took some out of my pantry, just measured it out, and then I'm just going to use the powdered stuff that came with it. Because the powder's fine. I don't trust the floor. I wash my floor with bleach and Fabuloso, but I do have an animal that likes to run around a little bit, and no, I can't. So I'm going to put some butter in the frying pan. That's just the water that was dripping when I was checking the pasta. Our pasta's done. Eric's is not. All right. I forgot to mention, when you cook the pasta that we're undercooking, I said that, but do not rinse it. I don't know what it does. You just don't rinse it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the hot dogs that we, whoops, can't get it. Yikes. Hold on. There we go. The hot dogs that we cut up, we're going to put them in here, and we're going to give them like a nice little browning. I have the rest of the hot dogs over there so that I can cook it in Eric's pan. He can get the same kind of flavors we're getting. So I'm going to take his hot dogs. There's a little pan I'm doing for him. He needs a little bit more butter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cook these up until they're browned. That's all I want to do. So I'm going to try and get them as flat as I can in this pan. That's why I used my biggest pan I have. Tell you, it's a good idea for barbecue leftovers, so it's not the same thing. All right, so we're going to give that a couple of minutes to get charred. I don't know what the word is, browned. You see these? Hold on. That's what I'm looking for, like that. Yep, got it. Got it. Okay. These are going to be warmed through now. I only did one side like that. And let's get the macaroni and start working on that. All right, Eric's is done. We're going to start mixing things up. All right, so I have my open packages of cheese over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to mix up the cheese sauce separate from the macaroni and cheese. I just feel like that's what I want to do. I don't know if you have to. You just say it's what I feel like I want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm this through. Then we'll add the powder. I doubled whatever the box said in the milk and the what we call butter. All right, so let's get that melted, the butter, and hot. All right, my milk is warm. I don't want it to scald. I'm turning it off. I'm going to add both packages of cheese, one at a time. And for Eric, I don't have to do this because his is a cheese packet. Mine's a powder packet. Okay. Let's get that going. I got another thing of cheese that has to go in there. Oops. That's the second package. Got the dropsies today. And you could always add more milk, more butter. I stretch this cheese to its limits on many of occasions. Alrighty. That's it. And now we're going to move on over to the... Oh, I warmed the beans. They're done. Let's move it over to the countertop. So to this casserole dish, I'm going to add the pasta. Not the pasta we started with, but the pasta we ended with. We're going to add the cheese sauce. If you have cheese to top this with, that would be good too. I have a tiny piece of cheddar in my refrigerator. I'm half thinking maybe I'll use it, but it wasn't included in the dollar. All right, so let's give that a nice mix. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Eric's, the dairy-free, okay? All right, so I mixed it up the best I could in this pan. I hope you saw it when I was doing it. I didn't even think to look to see if it was in frame. So if not, it's just the macaroni, the cheese sauce I mixed up, and the pasta. to this. We're going to add the hot diggity dog dogs. Our nice and browned up hot dogs. I've already pulled Eric's out in a different pan. Okay. Give that a nice mix. Going to add some of the beans. And this is the amount that's supposed to go in there. I don't know if I'm going to do it all or not. But we're going to do that. Going to add some of the beans in there. This could feed a bunch of people. Okay. Okay. I had to stop for a minute. I forgot to move the lighting over. So I was going to save some of those extra beans for Eric if he wanted them because he loves baked beans. But I can't now. I stuck the cheesy spatula in it. And we're going to use it anyway. I need it. Okay. With this, after we're done mixing it up, we're going to add 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. That's the 4 tablespoons. This is everything on your holiday plate all mixed in one. So if you don't like your food touching, this might not be the recipe for you. But I don't mind. All right, so we're going to get some over there. 1/4 of a cup. I'm trying to decide if I really want to mix it in or not. You're supposed to mix it in. But I'm thinking I don't want to. But I'm going to anyway. I'm going to stick with it. Trust the process. All right. So if you had some cheddar cheese or something like that, that could go down on top. I have tons of it. I actually have a little tiny one, like I said before. I wonder if I should just throw some down just so you guys could see what it looks like. Let me get it out. All right, I wasn't going to do this because it's not in the budget, but I'm going to show it to you. I had a little bit of cheddar cheese, and I literally stuck it in this thing. It was about 3 ounces, so it's not much, but it adds a little something, I guess. So I'm going to sprinkle these 3 ounces over the top, and then it's going to go in the oven, and we're going to see what it tastes like when it comes back. Eric's not going to get cheddar on top of his, though, because he doesn't want it. Okay. It's not much, but it's something. Okay. I'm going to cover that up and put her in the oven until she's hot, bubbly, and ready to eat. All right. Here goes Eric's. Get that all out of the pan. There goes. Whoop, whoop. There went a hot dog. Man overboard. Got to add some of the beans. Oh, darn. I meant to half the recipe for him. Ugh. Oh, well. Can't do anything about it now. Okay, let me get the barbecue sauce for him. Okay. Got to give it a little mixy poo, and that's going to go in the oven. Just like ours did. Except for he's not going to have any cheese on top. All right, this is Eric's. Ugh. All right. Well, that's looking pretty good. Kind of looks like what it did when it went in. All right, here's ours. Woo. Eric put that foil on there pretty darn good. I know, man. Oh, look how pretty. It looks so pretty. You know what would look good if you drizzled some barbecue sauce back and forth across it? All right, let me get some pictures. Get Eric down here. We're going to start eating. And there's our plate. This one is the dairy-free, and that one is the dairy. I'm going to meet you at the table.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Dinner time! All right, so these are all the things we had for the barbecues. Okay, so that was one. And the second one was that it's a budget meal. It came at $4 and I don't know, a couple of pennies. I don't remember what it was. So this is something you could do from whatever you have in your house, or you can actually make it if you like. I'm gonna get some beans. Not a fan of hot dogs, but I made them cooked. Eric's like me, he needs his hot dogs cooked, right? All right, wait, let me just see if it's hot first, hold on.
It's even hot for me.
Ooh, just fell right in my head. All right, I think I'm good. It's steaming, but I'm good. You ready? Let's go.
That's really good.
Yeah. You don't even need the cheese on top, guys. Don't do that.
I'm gonna eat all of mine. That's really good.
What?
I'm gonna eat all of
You're gonna eat that whole pan? He's got an 8x8 over there, so I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Yeah. I was gonna take some barbecue sauce and go bloop, 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 bloop across for a picture. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need it, right? That's pretty good. Yeah. Let me get everybody else fed, and we'll see what they think about it. I'll let you know to wrap up. Bye-bye. All right, so that's the plate I was eating when you just saw me. There's the 4 other plates, and we still have a lot left in the pan. So this is way more food than you'd need if it was just, you know, a family of 4 or even 5. I mean, we're 5 and we have extras. Now, if they want to be greedy and go back for them, kidding, they're not greedy. If they want to go back for seconds, let me show you what's there. And that's what we still have left in the casserole dish. I'll let you know how much of it they ate. Dinner's over. How'd we do? Boom. Couldn't finish it. Not even Eric. He thought he was going to finish it, and then when he ate his plate, he's like, Grandma. So what? He goes, I'm full. I bet you were. All right, so let me turn it around, the camera around, and see what the kids think. All right, so I got Eric and I got Aiden. Let's see what they thought about it. Eric, what'd you think about that dinner?
I thought it was really good, and I will be having the rest.
He will be. He said, I'll have it later. You better put it up, Grandma. Aiden, what'd you think?
It was actually really good.
Good. All right, let me get Tyler. I'll be right back. And I'm back with my son, Tyler. What'd you think about it, Ty?
It was very good. It was very filling.
Yeah, he was. He ate it. He's like, oh. I'm like, I know. It's the beans, the hot dogs, the pie. I don't know. It's all of it. It's very filling. All right. Well, there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment. Either way. See you later. Bye.